Hey everybody, it's Michelle Keneally here, and I'm super excited to bring you on this journey. So, what is it like to start a blog, and why the heck would you want to start a blog? Well, for me personally, I decided I had to start a blog because while social media is amazing, it was taking away from my family and causing a lot of arguments between my husband and I, and it just I found myself feeling frustrated all of the time because I was trying to work my business into the nooks and crannies of my day, and everything else outside of it just felt like an interruption. Um, Social media works. You can absolutely build a business using social media, um, but if you want to grow in a way that replaces your income or gives you that time freedom, you've got to set up some sort of automation that helps you to do that. And I don't know about you, but most of us come to social media because it seems like the easier choice. And automation just seems like not something the average person can do. Is that just me? Because that is absolutely how I felt. That's how I thought. That's what I was thinking. And I kicked my feet and threw a fit and was like, no, I don't need to learn how to use an email list or learn how to blog or learn how to do anything other than Facebook. Literally, that's what I thought. That was all I was going to do. That was all my mind was open to. And it worked. I was able to, get myself onto a path where I could replace my income using social media. But the way it was working for me wasn't working. And I don't mean to sound ungrateful. What I mean to say is that it wasn't giving me the time to be present with my family. It wasn't making me feel happy, I guess, because I was busy all the time and I was tired. And when you get a lot of momentum in your business, you can also get some negative feedback from people. And I wasn't prepared for any type of rejection or negative feedback because the way I was building my business using social media was that I was attracting people to me that wanted my help. And in my mind, that if you come to me asking me for my help, I'm going to give you what I know, but if you don't like it, you can go without being mean. But that isn't the world that we live in. And unfortunately, being an empath, someone who truly wants people to be successful and I truly want to make a difference in people's lives, it brought me down. It brought me really down. It got me really depressed. And so I had to really reflect on where I wanted to be, where I wanted to go, and what I wanted to make work. I didn't want to argue with my husband. I didn't want my daughter to feel neglected. I didn't want to feel frustrated that I didn't have time for myself and to work on what I wanted to work on. I didn't want to feel resentful to other people for trying to hold me back. I didn't want to continue to look at my house being a total disaster because I had to give up something to make it work. And I didn't want to be glued to my phone. So the only thing I knew was that I had to figure out if I'm going to continue building this business online, am I going to just finally figure out how to use automation, or am I going to just decide that this isn't going to work? This isn't going to be what I end up doing and find a new path. Okay. That was a hard question for me. And I literally, as I'm recording this is December of 2019. And this whole series I'm going to start to record for the next year, 2020, is to show my blogging journey and is to show what it looks like to do this. And I'm going to bring you along. So if you've been a part of my Juggling Life All Day community, I just want to say thank you for, at this point of December 2019, I'm around 1,744 people as of today following this page. And how I was able to connect with all of the people who have been on this page have been through various means. Some beginning back where I actually would join in these Facebook groups where I would join like for like posts, literally. People have come and gone. I've gotten surges of a bunch of likes all at once and then surges of unlikes all at once. Not everyone is going to like what you do or how you do it. And on this particular journey over this next year, I'm going to show you how I do build in some automation into my business, leverage Google and Pinterest and YouTube so that I am creating some automation in my business, leveraging social media, leveraging different search engines so that I'm not glued to my phone all the time and that I'm not feeling resentful towards not having the space for myself to create what I feel in my heart is part of who I'm meant to be. And just to kind of document for you, what that looks like. This isn't going to be an easy journey. It hasn't been an easy one so far. This whole year, 2019, I have been doing a lot of soul searching. While I've created some residual income for myself, that's been really nice just to maintain and like have residual income coming in so that I can have the space to learn how to create this automation, because I'm not gonna lie, you guys, it has taken me a year to get to this place. I've had to overcome my mindset. I've had to overcome my technical abilities. I've had to learn skills that are not in my wheelhouse, are something that I told myself, I talked myself into not knowing that I wouldn't be able to do. And I'm going to bring you on that journey. I'm going to show you what it looks like to build a Facebook page, to build a YouTube channel, to build a blog, to build up a Pinterest account, and how to leverage all of these things in combination and be authentic about it, okay? So if that's what you're here for, I'm excited to be on this journey with you. And I've even created a tutorial for you so that you can take a look at whether or not blogging is for you. I actually built a workshop called How to Start a Blog Workshop, Discover What You Can Blog About, because that way, if you want to follow me on my journey and build your very own blog, we can do it together, okay? I have purchased a bunch of courses from inexpensive to super expensive. I have studied and studied and studied. I don't know how many books. I actually have a book club. If for those of you that don't know me very well, I have a book club. It's called the Book Club for Busy People, and it is a book club for entrepreneurs. And what we do in this community is once a month, what we've been doing is reading a book once a month, reading books on overcoming our mindset, which is what really holds us back from what we want to accomplish. This year in 2020, we're actually together as a collective going to be going through Carrie Green's book, She Means Business, and we're going to all work on building our own business journey for the year. The book club started because I needed to overcome my mindset. The book club is 2 years old, and going into our third year, it's pretty reflective of where I'm even at in my journey, that I'm going to be documenting for 2020 what it's like to build a business using some automation, building a blog, and leveraging social media. And I'm going to share it all with you. And in the book club, it's going to be so great for me personally that I'll have some support, some accountability of other people, other women who are, on their journey, and they're staying focused and they're going to build their business come hell or high water. And we're going to do it together. So if you want to join us on this journey inside of the book club, please do that. It's a free book club, and you can get your book however you want. I personally listen to it on audio, and I also have a hard copy because it's that great. It has a free workbook, a free challenge she does with it. All these resources she puts in this book is absolutely worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, but it's like less than $20, I want to say, for this book. So it's well worth it. And if you want to follow on the journey with me and you want to use the How to Start Your Blog workshop that I've created, you can do that too. So where I'm going to start this week is we're going to talk about the importance or why you would even want to start a blog, okay? The reason that I have chosen to build a blog is because instead of me going out and talking to people in Facebook groups, posting a whole bunch on Instagram and trying to be in all the different social media channels that I don't understand, some of them, I can actually create something, a video, I can write something, I can teach about a topic and put it somewhere that I actually own, that cannot be taken away from me by an algorithm, by, an admin of a group, anything, nothing. Nobody has control over it other than me. And what I can do is I can learn to speak the language of Google, okay? Now, before you get to the point where you're thinking, this isn't for me, I cannot do this, I just want to tell you something right now. If you have learned how to use Facebook, you can learn how to use Google. And I don't mean just to search for what you need to find out on, where to get the best laundry soap or where to take your kids for swim lessons, okay? I'm talking about you becoming that person that has those answers on the other side. When someone comes to Google and says, hey, where's the best place to take my daughter for swim lessons? If you happen to have a review or an article about, this particular place that you went and took your daughter for swim lessons, that mom is going to find you, okay? So I might have just confused you there. I don't know. But my point is, if you can learn how to use Facebook, you can also learn how to use Google, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So as you can see, I'm literally at home in my guest bedroom. Maybe you didn't know that was my guest bedroom, but I'm in my guest bedroom. It is about 5:30 in the morning, and my family is asleep. My best time that I have figured out for myself is early morning hours before everybody gets up. It just works for me, okay? The nooks and crannies of my day does not work for me, okay? It makes me feel resentful. It makes me feel like I just have so much to do. Things are out of order. So what I've learned is that having a blog, having something that works for me while I'm going about my family life that people can find online and they can interact with it without me having to be there and have a conversation or send them a message in Messenger, that works for me, okay? You can see in the background here, I have a little art table for my daughter so that when I'm writing or if I'm reading a book or if I'm, creating an email for somebody, for a list of people, she's back there feeling creative as well, making something and inventing something. You can see that Kleenex box that she transformed into something else. She's got googly eyes and, paper and staples. And in the background, she sometimes even pretends that she's doing videos too and says, do you want to learn how to, and create a mailbox with a Kleenex box? And so I'm teaching her some entrepreneurial things that if she's ever sitting here with me and she's having fun, but it's not taking away like it was when I was answering like sometimes 700 messages on a weekend by myself, which is, if I look back at that, is insane. Okay. Using social media is completely amazing, and it's possible to build a full-time income using it. However, it will drive you crazy. At least for me, it drove me crazy. Like, it made me just feel mad all the time because my regular life was happening outside of it, and I didn't feel like I was there for it completely, and I was frustrated with myself, and I was frustrated with not knowing like what to do about it. So once I got to that place of sitting down and reflecting on where I needed to go, what I needed to be doing, and I just like chose it, I chose my direction and got serious about it, then things started to make sense. So today I'm going to actually show you around what I've built so far, and then every day I'm going to show up and show you different steps that I'm taking or the progress that's being made. And I'm going to bring you on that journey just to show you what that looks like. So right now, where I've begun is I've actually built my site and I've mapped out where I'm going with my business and what I want to actually do. So for you right now, if you want to start a blog yourself, the first question you need to start with is, what would be my motivation? What would motivate me to actually want to build a blog? Okay, that's the first question you would ask yourself. And so as you're looking at what I've created and where I'm going and what I'm doing, I want you to relate it to yourself. I want you to think about, why you have a business in the first place, where you wish you could go with it, what you feel is holding you back, and like, what would motivate you to keep going? Like, what is it about a business you are trying to build, whether it's an MLM, whether it is a service-based business, maybe you have some products you make yourself. What is it about your business that you're creating is your motivation behind it? Now, for me, my personal motivation behind building my business, and this is going to sound crazy, number one, is to make a difference for others. I don't know why, but I am driven by making a difference. Like, I just need to do something that matters. It makes me almost cry to even say it. Like, this is probably the first time that I've said it without crying. Whew. So you found your motivation if that's how you feel, I think. The other part of it is money. I want to leave a legacy behind for my family. I want to give them more freedom. I want to not be connected to money in a way that makes me feel lack. Okay? It isn't that I want to feel or I want to be wealthy. I just don't want to feel lack. And I don't even know like what that means. I guess I hate to even use the word freedom. Like, I want to feel some freedom because it just sounds so really cliche. But the truth is, I just want to experience the world and experience giving and being without the attachment to the lack of money. Does anyone here believe in manifestation? Like, you can manifest something? This is a funny story. Like, you can manifest what you want to happen, and it shows up in really strange ways. Okay, the other day I was looking in my medicine cabinet and I noticed my husband's deodorant was getting low, and I remember thinking and believing so much that I was like, men's deodorant, I need to somehow have men's deodorant come towards me because I need to get this for my husband. And something came over me that said, you are going to come across men's deodorant. And I was like, this is the weirdest thing. Why am I even thinking this? Maybe you need some more sleep. I get to work, and there's a table in our like lobby area, our hub, where it's like our green room. I work in a theater, and there's a green room area, I guess, where people have lunch, and it's like they sit and hang out. And there was like 6 things of men's deodorant sitting on this table, and I looked at it and I was like, now, universe, that is the weirdest thing you've ever brought to me. That is the weirdest thing the universe has ever brought to me. And I don't care if you're religious, if you're not religious, or whatever it is. All of these things are really connected. Okay, so we have that ability within us to imagine something happening and going for it. Okay, and we have that ability to attract towards us what we want to attract towards us if we put ourselves in that right mindset and that right vibration to make that happen. If we are telling ourselves we cannot do something or something isn't going to come towards us, it's true. It's true. So I basically had to move past that mindset for myself in this journey and as I'm doing this with you. But I also had to realize that I have a fear of lack, and I tell myself I'm going to lack. And so sometimes I find myself hoarding things or getting things on sale that like I don't need and won't need for a while, and things that might expire even. So I recognize that about myself, and that it's not a thing I need to hold on to. I need to release it and get uncomfortable and realize that I'm not going to have lack. So the point of that story is that my motivation is to do something meaningful for the world, to not have lack in my life, and to leave a legacy for my family. So when you're thinking about this, when you're looking at this journey, I want you to be in that mindset of, why would I do a blog? Maybe you're not as deep and complicated as me, and that's great. But if you are, and you have these intertwined thoughts that hold you back, I hope that my journey of being open and vulnerable really serves you and really helps you to, untangle any of those things that might be holding you back. So let's get to the good stuff. I'm going to dive in, and I'm just going to show you where my direction is going so you can see the thought process behind all of this, okay? I didn't script this video out at all. I had a rough idea of what I wanted to share. So that's the way this series is going to be. It's just going to be me being upfront and honest, and I'm going to take all of these videos and put them into YouTube so that they can be on a playlist so someone can come back later and go through the journey with me years from now. Or maybe if no one cares about it, I'll at least see it and I'll have a document of what happened, okay? This is the risk that we take when we expose ourselves. So I hope you'll enjoy this. I hope you'll get a benefit from it, and let's dive in. Okay. So here it is. This took me so much time to build, not because it was hard, but because my mind told me I couldn't do it. So my plan is to create a space for moms to learn how to build a blogging business. Now, sounds crazy because for someone who doesn't have a natural, tendency towards technology, why in the world would I want to do this? Well, the truth is that it's because something told me I needed to do it. Something told me to say that you need to share your journey. You need to let people know like what you're experiencing because maybe they could relate to you. And so here I am. It's really the only way I know how to be is to be real and to bring people on a journey. It's just the craziest thing, I know. But I've studied and studied and studied, and I've implemented some things. I'm going to show you some mistakes that I've made that are funny as heck, that I'm going to go back and clean them all up, and just show you how, when I clean them up, what happens and what money I've made already, even though they weren't perfect. One of the things I think that we do is we try to be perfect. And I've been able to make money with my blog, even as a hot mess as it is still. I haven't completely changed it yet because I plan on doing it in front of you. That was my plan. I was like, you know what? I am making money with these blog posts already because I have another blog. And even though they're not beautiful, they're still making money. So I'm going to show everything to you guys. So be on board or not be on board. That's what this page is going to be about. So here's the new blog that's coming out. It's called Start Your Blog Mama, a place for moms to learn how to build a blogging business. It's singular focused, okay? The reason I'm going singular focused on this blog is because I'm trying to leverage Google and the search engine optimization that it provides. What that means is that if anytime you type something into Google and you're typing into a search engine, you're searching for information. And I want to leverage that by using a name called Start Your Blog Mama, where Google knows I'm only going to talk about blogging on this blog. So anytime somebody comes looking for information about how to start a blog, who is a mom, they're going to find me, okay? And so let me just map out what I'm going to be doing, and I'll show you how that goes, and I'll take you through the whole launch process. So my plan is that when you create a blog, what you need to do is you need to make sure that whoever comes to your site, when they come there, they can see what's in it for them. It has to be very obvious, very front and center. People don't want to peck around anymore in the way things are right now in the blogging world. The way people search for information is they want to have the easiest path towards something. They want to know exactly what this is going to provide them and how to get there. They want it to be not hard to find, because as you know, there is information everywhere and we are overloaded with information. So the easiest, the cleanest, the more crystal clear you can be, the more likely whoever finds you is going to stick around. So with my blog, I am saying this is a place for moms to learn how to build a blogging business. And then as you scroll down, you're going to see that the site is dedicated to helping moms learn how to start a blog. And I say you're going to find step-by-step guides, tools, resources, and ideas to help you every step of the way. And I say you don't have to get it perfect, you just have to get it going. And then I'm kind of including pictures that give them an idea about my style. And then I say right away, there's a free blogging course. Right away, boom, what's in it for them is answered. And I go over what the course is about. This course shows you what a blogging business is and helps you just discover what type of blog you should start. You will learn that you don't have to be techy to start your blog, and you just have to want to learn how to start. Learn more about what a blogging business is and if it is something you can create for yourself while raising a family. Take the course and make it happen. It all starts somewhere, and this course walks you through it step by step. So I have a button right there where they can click and go right into my free course that they can follow. And there's a picture of my family. And then I go right into about me, okay? Because people want to know, why do they care about you? And, are you someone they can connect with? So I go into saying, hey, new friend, I'm Michelle, and I'm thrilled to meet you. I'm a strong believer in listening to that inner voice that tells you that you're meant for more, that voice that led you here and brought us together. I help women to bring their ideas into the world through blogging. I'm a mom, a wife, and my ideal day is spent on a lake or at the beach. And side note, I pretty much think tacos are appropriate for any meal. And so I go on to share a little bit more personal things about me, but I've bolded that I teach other moms how to start blogs and to get their ideas into the world, and that you can learn to start a blog here. The reason I did that is because most people skim and they don't read all the details because they really don't care. They just want to know what's in it for them. So I've leveraged that, a mentality of how people think. They just want to be, in and out. They're like, can you help me? Skim. And so I just highlighted 3 main ideas so that they would know if I could help them or not. And I provided a button that says click here for the guide, which is also going to lead them to my free tutorial, okay, on how to get started. All right. And so then here is where my blog starts. It's at the bottom, okay, because people don't necessarily come to a blog looking for all of the articles first. They want to know what's in it for them. What are they going to get from it, okay? So my article is in the midst of being written. I've got it all on Google Docs. I use Google Docs like crazy to write everything before I actually put things up. So I'm going to show you what that looks like when I put the articles up. I'm going to write them in front of you. I'm going to show you guys literally everything, okay? I'm going to show you top to bottom all the things and how it works, what's happening with it, if I'm getting results. I'm going to show all of it to you. And then at the very end of it, I provide them with a place to contact me. And I'm real simple about it. And I just say, stay connected with me via email, and I'll send you my latest updates, blog posts, YouTube videos, and inspiration you need to believe that you are capable of making money as a blogger. This is an invitation to my email list. That's where most of the sales happen, is inside of an email list, okay? And you can see here, I did not say subscribe to my newsletter. No, I let them know what's in it for them, because it's not about me, it's about them. So I say, I would love to hear from you. Stay connected with me via email, and I'll send you my latest, and I tell them what I'm going to send them if they sign up. So then at the very end, it says, about this site. This is a place for moms to discover how to build their own blogging business. Use this blog as a resource for building your own blogging business while juggling a family and a job. And you will find a free blogging course that will help you to set up your very own blog. Okay? I've also included a search bar so that people can search for topics. And I've created some social sharing buttons on here as well, so that people who come to my site can share my content for me and give me free promotion. Okay? So that is the whole, that's it. That is the gist of it. So you can see it's pretty simple. Now the rest of it, I'm going to be just creating topics around blogging and what that looks like and how it looks to get started. Most of the activity happens inside of an email list. So what I want to do is keep it super simple on my site so that people can get in, get out, get the information they need, and move on. I'm leveraging Google, and I'm putting, content on my blog. So if somebody comes and says, is it profitable for a mom to start a blog? I can answer that question, and it'll come to this site. If they like me, they can look around and see what I'm about and immediately figure out what's in it for them. So this video is way longer than I planned on any of the other videos being in this series, because I just wanted to lay the foundation and just let you know what's coming, what's happening in 2020, and what you're going to see from this page, and all the steps that are involved in setting up this business of a blog, okay? What I'm going to do eventually is, once I've established helping people and getting people successful in starting their own blog, I will create a course showing my progress and how, not my progress, but how people can make progress. So my eventual plan is to create an actual course. If you want to make the most money as a blogger, you need to create your own products, which would be an ebook, a course, maybe a video series of some type that you can teach someone on how to do something. That's what makes the most money. You don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, So what I'm going to be doing is leveraging affiliate marketing, which is what I've been doing already. I came into this business through Arbonne. I'm still with Arbonne. I still promote MLM products through Arbonne. And I do have people on my team. It's not as you would imagine it would be, and has not been my intention to build an MLM business the traditional way. But I'm going to show you how that works too. And I'm going to show you how other women are doing it with their blogs as well. And I'll show you how I'm leveraging Amazon as an affiliate, which means I make commission if somebody purchases a product through Amazon. I'll show you what that looks like. And I'll just show you how I combine my interests, who I really am, how I help people, and all of that using my blog. Okay, so that it literally, I get customers, leveraging Google, leveraging all of these Pinterest. I'm excited. I'm excited to bring you on this journey, and I'm excited to see if it motivates you. Okay, so the plan for me, again, is to eventually create a course, to leverage affiliate marketing, to maybe look into guest blogging, sponsored posts possibly. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but you're going to see it all. And for you right now, in closure to this video is, I just want you to walk away from this not asking if you could do this, but asking what would motivate you to do this, and what motivates you currently to even having a business. So don't overcomplicate it. Just think about what actually motivates you, okay? And I would love your feedback. I would love to hear back from you. So make sure you are sharing how you're feeling about this, okay? And yeah, so let's do this. Are you ready? I'm excited. All right, I'll see you in the next video.